Hello and welcome to another update video on Ethereum. In this video, I want to take a look at the daily chart, but I also want to take a look at the Ethereum, Bitcoin, and Ethereum dominance charts, so we can keep the daily overview here short and sweet, because first of all, our moving average down there, highlighted in white, it has now reached our support area. I talked about this already 1 to 2 weeks ago, that this is likely going to happen because the moving average, is the 200-day, is moving up, has been moving up, and can act as a support corridor or support level in this cycle. And the higher it goes, the lower, let's say, the lower the distance between the price and that moving average, also reducing the overall risk. I mean, the more overextended a price is away from its moving averages that are important, the higher the risk of a strong fall, because moving averages are an average. So the price will always come back to them at some point. And the higher they are, right, the lower the fall, potentially. Distance, lower distance. So that means the support area, as highlighted in orange, between $3,374 and $4,060, it now aligns with the 200-day moving average. We also have this green trend line still on the chart that you see, the ascending trend line, which also runs through the orange support area. We're still moving sideways. I mean, there's not much going on. September, I warned you, I tried to prepare you all for it in August, that September is often a sideways month, or a rather, I'm not necessarily bearish month, but one of the weaker months in crypto. That doesn't necessarily mean bearish, but it means, hey, maybe more sideways action, just overall a weaker performance. And so a lot of people were like, this time is different, this time is different. I mean, I don't see it yet, right? It's not really different yet. We're already basically 2/3 in, right? So yeah, not too much is gonna happen. September has done what September does best, just nothing. So we were looking forward to October. In the Bitcoin video today, I talked about Q4 performance. So check that out if you're interested. But what I want to highlight here is, look, Ethereum continues to move sideways. It's not bearish. It's just consolidation. Consolidations are normal. And it's good that it happened in September, because then we could potentially get a good Q4. I mean, getting an exhausting rally into Q4 might be followed by consolidation in Q4. But because we had the rally before and we consolidate before Q4, we could potentially get that nice next move up in the fourth quarter. But this sideways, I mean, how long is it going to continue for? I mean, it's impossible to say, right? It doesn't look finished, I can tell you that. But one more high at least would be ideal. Talked about that. I have not called a top yet. I would still prefer further upside. The chart played out beautifully, reached my targets and everything. What I use in addition is the Ethereum dominance chart, because here the consolidation, the correction, looks a little bit clearer. It does look like an ABC structure to the downside. A few days ago I posted, I showed you here in the videos, but I also posted on X that this ABC structure to the downside is likely still unfolding, and I called the B wave top as well. So we're now likely in this C wave to the downside, which might take us into that corridor there between 13% and 12%. So we might see a little more downside, maybe another couple of weeks or so. That could keep Ethereum in a sideways range on the ETH/USD chart. What aligns with that is, that's interesting as well, is the ETH/BTC chart. They are also very, very aligned, right? So also here, that first leg of the correction started around the 23rd of August, ended around the 10th of September, then we had a bounce. And now maybe another couple of weeks or so, it could very well be that we spend September in consolidation here. It currently looks like a corrective pullback, a 3-wave move down, which is promising. Now let's also take a look at the ETH/USD short-term chart. But I want to spend some time looking at the context and everything, because look, what you see is sideways. So I mean, this is just moving sideways. I shared with you in previous updates, it's possible this triangle completes in this area. We might get a little bit more downside. The blue scenario shows you the triangle. A triangle is an ABCDE structure, A, B, C, D, E wave. We could be in the E wave. But at least I would say the E wave can extend, because when a triangle is complete, you would normally expect a violent breakout. We haven't seen that. And also, I haven't even seen any attempts to break this range to the downside, deeper into the orange support area. So from that point of view, this is simply sideways consolidation. And I think we might see some more potentially chaotic up and down movements, as long as the ETH BTC and ETH dominance charts trend downwards, but higher is expected there. So once we see a rotation there to the upside, also potentially ETH USD could give us a nice bounce to the upside, and the next rally could start. So that's what I'm watching for here. At the moment, we are clearly in a range, and as long as we are respecting our range boundaries that we defined many times before, I treat everything in this range as noise, but will of course follow the structures. I'm waiting for a first sign that a low is in, basically. Waiting for a first micro 5-wave move up, for example. That would be an indication that the next leg to the upside has started. So that's the update on Ethereum. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you're interested, check out our membership options. Today we're running our member live stream. Maybe you want to join the discussion. We normally cover around 40 to 50 coins in there. I often see requests in the comment section, which I can't really respect, because we have our process in the membership. And you can, for example, submit requests in our member live stream. So that's going to be today at 5 p.m. UTC. Also, check out our X channel for additional news, updates, and so on. The link is in the description and in the comment section. See you later in the stream. Bye-bye.